Hey everybody, this is Timmy Ruff from the New Roses, and the reason for today's video is that we have a new record coming up. It's called Sweet Poison, and it's going to be out on October 21st. It's our 5th studio record, and today I want to run you through the whole album track by track. We had a lot of fun writing and recording this record, and I hope you have just as much fun listening to it. So without much further ado, here comes track number 1. The first song is called My Kinda Crazy, and it was a pretty tough one, I can tell you that, because very early in the writing process I already had the idea of writing a song with that title, and I wanted to write about this toxic relationship that you're in, and you know it's not good for you, but you just can't get enough of it. And I thought it might be cool to write it in more of like a funny way, but it also was supposed to have a strong, powerful attitude to it. And it turned out to be pretty tough to get the right mix of those both components, so we tried many things, different choruses, different verses. We threw the whole song away and then we got back to it. And so to say, it was one of the very first songs that we started working on and one of the last songs that we actually finished in the whole process. But here is the result. Finally, it's done. My Kinda Crazy. You're in high while you rest, between pleased and rest, yeah. Come on, let's go and get it on. Girl, you are my kind of crazy. Come on, my friends say it's so wrong, but you are my kind of crazy. You got the sales to My friends say it's so wrong, but girl, you're my kinda crazy. So that's pretty much the headline of the whole song. So let's move on to the next one. Number 2 is titled Playing with Fire. So the whole record was written during the COVID lockdowns, and we had no chance of seeing the stage anytime soon. So in order to get that right amount of energy, positive energy that you need for a rock and roll record, we had to go back in time. And sometimes we went way back to the early days of the band or my teenage days in my 20s. And Playing with Fire kind of sums up my 20s with a grim sense of humor, with a gallows humor, so to say. For example, the first line of the song is called Your Good Advice Comes Much Too Late, 'cause I never thought I'd turn 28. And the chorus ends with the line, 'cause I'm not playing with fire, I just burned the whole thing down. And that was kind of the credo of my 20s, and I'm glad I made it through them alive so I could write a little song about it. And here it is, Playing with Fire. The finish line is at the end of a good time, and here comes the starting shot, and I'm not playing with fire. I'm not kidding around. Oh, I'm not playing with fire. Watch us burn the whole thing down. I've always been. So that was Playing with Fire, and we move on to track number 3. This ballad called All I Ever Needed is the classic example for all the different kinds of musical taste inside the band, because it starts off as a classic hard rock ballad, but in the verses it kind of blends over to almost a country song, then straight up hard rock song back in the chorus, and the bridge even brings some more modern elements to it. And what I really like about that is if you put all those different styles together in the end, as a result, you get a typical New Roses song. So I really like that about it. And when we finished working on that tune, we all knew we are very much looking forward to playing it live on stage, and that's pretty much all we ever needed. So take a listen. Here comes All I Ever Needed. Some folks want to be righteous, and some just want to win. Some folks want to finish, and some want to begin. But I don't mind, 'cause all I want is you forever. And all I need is you right now. And all we need now is track number 4.